Hello everybody and welcome back to Planet Coaster. Welcome back to Flatfield Park. I am Mr. Orange and this is part 3 and today we are digging ourselves a hole and it's gonna be for our next ride and it's gonna be a go-kart track. I wanted to go with something else than a roller coaster or like a normal flat ride here. Um, in the storyline he really wanted to do something that he really liked. He likes the speed, he likes to race, so yeah, the owner of the park wanted to build a go-kart track and I decided to lower the whole track, so make a bit of a hole where the go-kart track will be in. Let's just say it has something to do with the noise that go-karts made, that the environment doesn't suffer too much, and it's gonna be an epic view when you enter the park. If you would walk into a park as a kid, doesn't matter if you're a guy, a girl, and you walk in and you see a go-kart track, I'll be nagging my parents all day long to go on the go-karts. I don't care how many times I have to ask them, I want to go go-karting. So yeah, in this episode we are obviously going to build the track and we're going to be working on like a main stand. It's going to be a combination of a nice looking main stand, grandstand area, which is not going to be used, the outside area, but it's going to be the inside area is going to be used where we're going to have our entrance or exit, maybe a few shops here and there that go nicely alongside the go-kart track. So here we start building with the stand, and yeah, the go-kart track is pretty simple. There are no elevations or anything like it. It doesn't have to be heavily themed. It's not that kind of a park where theming is a thing. It's basically the first area where we had the hangar and the scrapyard and everything. That's, of course, it's very, very well themed, if I may say so myself. But it's all part of the storyline, and this time he just cleared out the space, dug a hole, and put down a go-kart track, and he's really hoping to make a great deal of cash out of this go-kart area. So here we built the grandstand, all very custom built. Put down the basic concrete, and then we put in some extra levels, and then we also get into the very nice agony of working with art shapes. I'm just spoiling it now. I did it in the first episode. I was like, yeah, let's do art shapes, and then 3 seconds later I regretted it. But this time I went like, yeah, let's see if we can make some seats out of the art shapes, and I did pretty well. Again, it's not functional. All it is for when you drive your go-karts and you look at the grandstand, it must look massive. And let's say they will have tournaments or whatever, and people can actually sit on the grandstands. So here I copy and paste the seats and put down some black and white. It looks like the checkered flag. And I think it's the end result. Well, as far as it's finished, I think it looks great, and we will go into a live view later on to give you all a very nice view of the area. Yeah, I'm just calculating how many I need, how many seats, and I put down a few seats in the grass so I can just copy and paste them without ruining the seats that are already in the grandstand. Yeah, took me quite a while. Putting down the go-kart track only took me like 15 minutes. The whole layout, including the digging of the hole where it's in. But then building this whole grandstand area, including the seats and some extra things on top of it as well. I think it took me like 45 minutes. Took me a very, very, very long time. So yeah, the seats are getting in there, and next, I think, yeah, no, I know, I'm building some supports, so when you walk onto the grandstand you can have something to hold and you're not gonna just tumble over. Yeah, I realized that had to move over all these seats one by one, not one by one, but had to move them. Add one in and then just move them over a bit. Yeah, detail is important, but it's not gonna be that important as you're only gonna be watching it from afar. So I didn't have to go and be very precise on the millimeters. And I think it looks great. Here you got a quick view on What you will see when you're on the grandstand, that you can see the go-kart track. So then it's on to building the supports, the railing for when you walk down the stairs. I was hoping to use these, but then yeah, I couldn't really work with them, so I went looking around and tried to find other supports. Then I found these wooden supports, which look great. They were a bit too big, but yeah, you can always lower them. Yeah, there were also smaller ones, but hey, let's go with them. And I have to say, it's very relaxing to work with. To build a park like this in Planet Coaster when you are just sandboxing and building nice areas, nice attractions, nice rides. Cannot wait to get my first coaster, you know? Yeah. Maybe the next thing is gonna be a coaster, but the next few episodes will be focused in and around the go-karting track. We still have a lot of work to do. Also in this episode we will be working on the inside of this grandstand. Starting to build on the queue area. But that's for a... That will be shown in a minute. Here we have the supports all made out of wood. I think it looks nice. But then again, I'm the one that's making it, so let me, or please let me know what you guys think of it, and girls. Just let me know if you think it's ugly, which it's all made of concrete, so it's not gonna be super pretty. But it's the way I always see how grandstands are made when I go to the racetrack in and around the Netherlands, Belgium. It all looks like this. So unless you have those very not custom, but those movable grandstands. They're all made out of steel bars and plastic, so yeah, it's not the same. Here we put also something in front of the grandstand, so you're not just gonna tumble over, and it's not as tempted to just jump in. Yeah, I found out that I was just like 20 centimeters off, so I had to just snap it in the right direction. Here we put down some more support, so it's gonna look nice. Again, this whole part took like 45 minutes, and all you're seeing it in is like 6 minutes or 7. So I think this is the last thing we do on this side of the grandstand, and I think we are about to ready to dive in onto the other side of the grandstand. Then we are starting on the queue. Here we go. On the inside of the queue I had to lower the land a bit and then take out this area and then build some more walls, some more ceilings. I put down the archer to see how big it is. I even checked if it was as high as the guests in my park. So I put down a roof, made sure that the area was nicely finished. Well, as nicely as I could get it. Yes, it's all concrete and it's not the prettiest material, but I always feel like this is where grandstands are made of, especially nowadays. Concrete is the way. So here I was trying to make the path, and I put a layout down. I was like, yeah, but I need to have a floor in here. You cannot have a changing room, because I was thinking about building. You cannot have a changing room on grass. Never seen that happen before. So lower the ground so then I could put down some very nice roofs as a floor. Went looking for it and I found these nice. It almost like stainless steel floors, which hopefully gives a very clean look. Dressing rooms they have to be clean. Also, when you're building and you have an archer in the background, the constant noise of pew, 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 it's nice. Kind of annoying, but nice. So here we put down a floor, and I was like, yeah, well, what do we need to do as well in this dressing room? Like, so you changed, you're in queue. Let's put down a little bit of an explanation area of what happens on a racetrack. So we have a yellow flag, which means caution, slow down. We have a green flag, meaning the racetrack is free. You can, race how you want to race. Then there's a blue flag, means you have to move out. There's a faster dude coming. And then there is a red flag, which means session is stopped. So then I went to look for some poles here, and then I realized like, yep, let's just use the ones that I used on top of this building. So here we go. Put them down. Then I was like, yes, they're all nicely lined up, right? They look nicely lined up. So then I went and checked. I was like, oh, no, I'm not even close. I had to laugh so hard here when I found out that they were so far off. So yeah, there are the flags. Put on a sign of what they are meaning, and of course they mean a lot more than just end of session. You know, move over. I know they mean more, but you know, it's just a quick explanation. Then we went on and I decided like I want to have a big rack with helmets on them. You're gonna need a lot of helmets. You know, you want to have people that are driving that they need the helmets, but then you also want to have the people that are waiting in line to already have their helmets on, so they are ready to go. They don't need to wait until the helmets get back from the people that are racing. So I had to save it, and it kind of looks nice already. Kind of gives you that inside feel, and then I went looking for helmets if they already have helmets, and then, yeah, big negative. So here we go with arch shapes again. I'm not the best when it comes to arch shapes. I am so not the best when it comes to arch shapes. But I think the helmets, they worked out well. They look nice. Again, it's all about giving you the feeling that that you're looking at helmets. And so I used the technique to make it a bit of a dome, bit of a sphere, and moved it out of the building so I could copy and paste them. And then I went like, yeah, what do I need to use to make it look a bit more like a helmet? So then I found out these, and now I see the nice round arch shapes as well. I might go back and look into them and see if I can use those. I don't really use arch shapes. Not sure if you could tell, but yeah, not using arch shapes often. And if you can cut down on pieces in your park, then you definitely should. So yeah, this might be subject to change. So here I put down the helmet on the wooden planks that I used for it, and I think they look nice. But then again, I'm the only judge, so they look nice. So when I'm gonna fill out this whole plank with helmets. I am gonna revisit the arch shapes to see if we can do something else with it, but yeah, it's gonna look very nice. So then I wanted to put down a bench. You know, every changing room needs a few benches. So I was hoping to use the path and put down a bench, remove the pathing so that you would have just a bench sitting there, but couldn't make it really work like I wanted it. So yeah, I had to go and build my own bench, and I think that they came out pretty well. Just using some planks, not these ones, because I couldn't move them, couldn't really use them. So I had to go and delete the planks. As you can see, couldn't select them. So yeah, use these. Built my own bench. It came out reasonably well. It looks like a bench, so that's a win for me. If it looks like a bench, it is a win for me. I also realized that I need to lower these poles on the front side of the track, but we can do that in the live bit of this video. We can lower them all. So at least we do something in the live bit, right? Yeah, there you go. And yes, it takes a lot of time. Also, it took me about an hour to build all of this. To build the whole, you know, this whole changing area room as it stands. And yes, I'm not the quickest builder, but man, I am enjoying it. So now we have 2 benches. So all I went like, all I thought now was like, I need to go put down some walls so I can really separate the area and maybe work on different things as well when I wanted to. So here we put down the walls. I'm not going to put down the big wall on the other side, because then I have to work with a boxed in area, which nobody wants. So here I put down a guard to keep an eye on everybody, and I think it's a time that we are gonna go and get an eye on the inside of this park. So I will see you all in the live section of this video. So here we are in the park. We are live in Flatfield. Here is the area that you guys all have seen. And I'm still very happy with this whole area. Man, this queue is just so good. So then, you have seen me build this area. And what I meant by, man, I really want to go go-karting. Come on, why aren't we going go-karting? Is that when you walk in here and you see this, tell me you don't want to go go-karting. Tell me you don't want to at least try it when you come in. So I really hope that it's gonna pique the interest of many people, and they want to go go-karting. And then you walk down this path. I did build this path also, and just to see how it would fit in and give me an area to work with. And as you can see, there is the queue. And you're gonna go and walk in here, get in queue, and hopefully get all thrilled and ready to go racing. Let's go on the grandstand area right here. I think it looks very nice. It looks, you know, like you're ready to go racing. I'm still doubting if I should lower these poles, like right here. Let's edit the building. Like, I'm not really sure what is better. If it's like this is better, or just to lower it like this. We can lower half of them and then see what happens. You never know when if it looks good until you've done it. Yeah, I think that's a whole lot better. So let's change them all, huh? Now that we are live in the park, you can see my fast pace working. Woohoo! It's not fast, I know. So yeah, the next few episodes are gonna be based around the whole go-karting area. I really hope to finish up the queue bit in the next area, so we can close it off and maybe even open up the go-kart area so it gets more alive than just an empty grandstand and nobody go-karting. Yeah, much better. It looks nice. It's just so nice. 20 go-karts at the ready. So, and also the theming in here is not going to be major. There's not going to be, yeah, it's not going to be a spooky ride or highly entertainable. It's a go-kart track. I do think that we're gonna maybe put down some walls and maybe put down a maintenance building in the middle, but it's still all yeah. We'll see what we're gonna do. And this area still needs a lot of work. We still need to do so much work in here, especially when it comes down to well, the queue area and the exit area. I do want to make like a little bit of a victory lane where you can have a you know, when the winner is gonna get a trophy and such. So yeah, I really hope it's gonna be well. So that's gonna be up in the next part. We're gonna be doing some more stuff around this go-kart track. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope you can give me some feedback on what you think of it. You know, we need to still finish this up, and then I really hope to see you all next time. I'm Mr. Orange. Please like the video, subscribe if you're very new, which basically means everybody at this point. Share with your friends, tell me what you think about it, and leave that like if you liked it, and tell me why you liked it, so I know. And I hope to see you all in the next part. Bye bye.